One day away, the vacation that tested our marriage. Vacations are supposed to be a time of relaxation, bonding, and creating cherished memories. For Mia and her husband, Liam, this trip to the Amalfi Coast was meant to be just that, a respite from their busy lives in the bustling city. Yet, one seemingly innocent decision during their vacation would unravel their relationship in ways Mia never anticipated. Mia and Liam had been married for 4 years, their lives filled with the typical ups and downs of a modern couple. While Mia worked as a graphic designer, juggling deadlines and demanding clients, Liam managed a software startup, his mind constantly buzzing with innovation and stress. They rarely had time for each other, which was why this vacation was so important. For the first few days, everything went smoothly. They explored picturesque towns, indulged in authentic Italian cuisine, and basked in the warm Mediterranean sun. However, Mia couldn't shake a nagging feeling of exhaustion. The last few months had been relentless at work, and she realized she hadn't had a moment to herself. On the fourth evening, while Liam enthusiastically planned their next day's itinerary, an ambitious hiking trail followed by a wine tasting, Mia hesitated. She wanted to join him, but she also felt an overwhelming need for solitude. "Liam," she said carefully, "how about I skip tomorrow's hike? I've been feeling drained, and I could use a day to recharge. You can go ahead, and we'll meet up for dinner." Liam looked surprised. "You don't want to come? It's supposed to be the highlight of the trip." "I know, and I'll hear all about it from you," Mia replied with a soft smile. "I just think I need some time to myself. It's been a while since I've had a moment to unwind." He nodded reluctantly. "Okay, if that's what you need, but promise me you'll take it easy." "Promise," she said, kissing him on the cheek. The next morning, Mia decided to stay in a different hotel for the day. It wasn't that she didn't love the charming boutique hotel she and Liam had booked. She just craved a change of scenery, a space where she could breathe and clear her head. Her friend Natalie, who happened to be traveling nearby, suggested they meet up. Natalie was someone Mia had known since college, a confidant who understood her quirks and didn't judge her need for occasional solitude. Natalie was staying at a luxurious resort in Positano, and she invited Mia to join her for the day. "It's just one day," Mia thought as she packed a small bag. "Liam will be busy hiking, and this way I can have some much-needed girl time and relaxation." The day turned out to be exactly what Mia needed. She and Natalie spent hours lounging by the infinity pool, sipping cocktails, and catching up on each other's lives. For the first time in weeks, Mia felt her stress melt away. By evening, she returned to their original hotel, feeling refreshed and ready to see Liam. However, when she walked into their room, she was met with an icy silence. Liam was sitting on the edge of the bed, his expression unreadable. "Hey," she greeted him cheerfully. "How was the hike?" He didn't respond immediately. Instead, he stood up and faced her, his jaw clenched. "Where were you all day?" Mia blinked in surprise. "I told you, I took a day off and met up with Natalie." "Why?" "I called you, multiple times. You didn't answer," he said, his voice taut with anger. "I'm sorry," Mia said, genuinely apologetic. "I must have left my phone in the room while we were at the pool. I didn't mean to worry you." "At the pool? At another hotel?" Liam's voice rose, his frustration spilling over. "What were you thinking, Mia? You just disappeared without telling me, and you expect me to be okay with that?" Mia was taken aback by the intensity of his reaction. "Liam, I didn't disappear. I told you I needed a day to myself, and I spent it with Natalie. It wasn't a big deal." "To you, maybe," he shot back. "But do you know how it felt for me? To come back from the hike, excited to see you, only to find out you weren't even here. You didn't even bother to check in." "I didn't think I needed to check in," Mia replied, her voice wavering. "You said you were okay with me taking the day off." "I was okay with you resting, not running off to another hotel with some friend," Liam said bitterly. "Do you have any idea what this looks like?" "What this looks like?" Mia repeated, her frustration bubbling up. "Liam, I wasn't doing anything wrong. I just needed some time for myself. Why are you making this into something it's not?" "Because it feels like you didn't think about me at all," he exclaimed. Do you know how humiliating it was when the hotel staff told me you checked out for the day? They looked at me like I was some clueless husband whose wife was sneaking off to. He stopped himself, but the implication hung heavily in the air. Mia's eyes widened in disbelief. Are you serious right now? You think I'd do something like that to you? I don't know what to think, Liam admitted, his voice quieter but still strained. All I know is that this doesn't feel right. The argument spiraled from there, dredging up old insecurities and grievances they hadn't addressed in years. Mia felt hurt that Liam would doubt her, while Liam felt betrayed by what he perceived as her disregard for their partnership. By the time the night ended, they were both exhausted and emotionally drained. Liam suggested they cut the vacation short, and Mia reluctantly agreed. Back home, the distance between them grew. Conversations were curt, and shared laughter became a rare occurrence. It wasn't until they attended couples therapy weeks later that they began to unpack what had happened. I didn't realize how much Liam needed reassurance, Mia admitted during one session. I thought taking a day for myself was harmless, but I didn't consider how it might look from his perspective. And I didn't realize how much Mia felt suffocated, Liam said. I let my insecurities cloud my judgment instead of trusting her. Through therapy, they learned to communicate better and rebuild the trust that had been shaken. The experience was a painful reminder that even seemingly small actions can have significant consequences in a relationship. In the end, the day Mia took off wasn't the end of their marriage, but it was a wake-up call for both of them to prioritize understanding and empathy in their partnership. What was meant to be a simple day of rest turned into a whirlwind of doubt and confrontation. When Mia decides to spend a day away during their vacation, her husband Liam takes it more seriously than she ever imagined. Misunderstandings, insecurities, and unspoken feelings come to light, testing the very foundation of their marriage. Will they find a way back to each other, or will one day apart drive them further away?